everybody. Welcome to the PHNX Daily Bet Show, brought to you by the one and only DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a 5-star review. I'm Shane Diefenbach, joined as always by the little boy Johnny Venerable. Hey, Buster.
Hey, it's a Friday. No football, but some NBA play-in action to talk about. Sniffing around the first round of the NBA playoffs, maybe. Shane and I really got excited about these play-in games, so much so that we talked about it yesterday. Do we want to recap quickly what our picks are for tonight?
We will in a little bit.
Okay.
But Josh brings up the topic of the day: pandemic P, protocol P. This it sucks. It does suck. Because Paul George is a guy that obviously super talented, the heartbeat of the Clippers when he came back, and that Clippers team that played well without him, and fought hard to get this play-in spot, but just really too injured and just not that good overall. Him not playing tonight really messed things up, but it's a good thing for us because we both took the Cavs yesterday, and that's why we did it, guys. We
knew that he was going to get
because we thought the games were yesterday.
Protocol.
It's because we knew this was going to happen. So why don't we pull up our picks from yesterday? I had the Pelicans money line, which is tonight, and the Cavs money line, which is tonight. So I'm taking both of those. And yeah, that Cavs money line is no longer plus money. You can't get that at plus money. So this parlay is looking sweet. I already locked it in. So I hope you guys did too yesterday. And then Johnny was just riding the spreads. But he actually didn't. What did I do wrong here yesterday?
I had the Hawks -2.5, not the Cavs.
There you go. Yeah. So
what matters though, I mean, I think we expect that game to be competitive. This Pelicans game, I don't think we expect to be competitive now.
The Pels line is now a pick 'em, I believe. It's 1.5.
Oh my God. You just hammered the shit out of the Pelicans. CJ McCollum, unstoppable. Former LA Laker, my guy. Brandon Ingram, who's looked very good since getting away from LeBron and company. I wish Lonzo was playing in this game. He is not, but all good things. I wish he was still part of this core group, because I remember that huge package for Anthony Davis. It would just be so poetic to see all of these youngsters take this otherwise inept franchise. Now it's taking a break with Paul George being out, but yeah. I'm excited for the 6 Pelican fans out there to be able to watch their team.
I'm fired up for either of these teams to play the Suns, because if you do get the Clippers, you get a revenge tour from the Clippers, and they will try their hardest and won't succeed. Suns will win in 4 or 5. You get the Pels, you get some fun basketball. I mean, CJ McCollum, as I said yesterday, is one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA. A mid-range guy, just a bona fide scorer, a stud overall, and a good spot for him to land in New Orleans. It's not going to be enough for the Pelicans. I mean, they're not great.
Josh Hunt is asking for a whooping in the chat. I can drink with one hand. I don't need to. That's not. Hey, I am not somebody who requires 2 hands. I can do with one hand. Thank you.
Pause. Rewind and pause. All right. Well, so there are 2 games tonight, but we also are going to talk about the playoffs in general. I have a future. I told Johnny to give me a future. He decided not to because he doesn't like the show, apparently, and doesn't like the structure. But I'll just give my future out right now. I got this a while ago, and I'm making this my DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week. I think I may have already done this, but on the Sun Devils show. Right now, you can get the Suns to beat the Bucks in the NBA Finals at plus 1,100. I think we're seeing a rematch here. I don't see anybody stopping Giannis until he gets to the Suns. I think the Suns are going to be way more equipped to deal with him defensively with JaVale McGee. So if it does get to that, I think the Suns beat the Bucks in the finals, baby. You get that at plus 1,100. It's better than just getting the Suns finals odds, which are like they're the favorite, obviously. So it's not very good. I think it was like plus 200 last time I checked, plus 300. I don't know. It's something ridiculous. But if you want to add some value to that, you can add other teams that they'll beat. And I think, I mean, the Bucks are the only team that I can really see coming out of the East right now. I mean, the Sixers are don't get your Nets train out of here. The Nets hype train is dead. The Nets hype train has been derailed. I'm not buying in anymore.
The Nets are going to beat the Boston Celtics in 6 games. They are going to beat Philadelphia. They are going to beat the defending World Series, the defending NBA champion.
Hold on, you're telling me that it's going to take them 6 games to beat Jason Fraud Tatum and Jaylen
Yeah,
Brown,
they
and
have
then
no
they're going
because
to
they
get
have no
past
depth.
the Bucks
All their series are going to go long because they have no depth on their team. But I think this is the culmination of Kyrie didn't play half the season, so he's got fresh legs. The Brooklyn Nets will face the Phoenix Suns for the NBA title. Book it right now. Cut this clip. It's going to happen. It will be a freight train from hell. Kyrie Irving is on a mission right now to not get vaccinated, but also win an NBA championship.
Well, I'm going to try to find those odds. Johnny, why don't you tell the people what's going on at Go PHNX for the rest of the week?
Well, we've got a ton of quality content coming your way, including PHNX Cardinals Live today at 4 p.m. My man Bogue Brock has an article coming in-house on GoPHNX.com about the re-signing of AJ Green. I hate it. He is more pro than I am. Go read that. You can read it for 50 cents this month, $8.99 for the subsequent months, or you can become a member at GoPHNX.com for just under $60 for the year. You can support the Sun Devils of Tempe and rock this t-shirt, or you can rock the point guard t-shirt that. Why do you not like that? My little sales pitch there.
I don't know what that song was, but it's okay.
Are you like when you talk about Cardinals, I don't look at you side-eyed. I can support the Sun Devils here.
Well, we just
and
don't sing what you're saying.
I always sing. It's kind of my shtick on this show. I don't know. I have a pipes like an angel. You have those future odds by chance?
No, I can't find them right now, but you can get somebody to make a half-court shot in the playoffs past 47 feet. So that's plus 1,000.
I think the Brooklyn Nets odds have been taken off of the DraftKings Sportsbook app because of the fact that they were getting hammered too much after what happened the other night in the playing game. A lot of people are like-minded with me because we're very smart, thinking that the Brooklyn Nets are going to win the Eastern Conference. That's what's going to happen. Andre Drummond, we'll talk about him later in the show, right now is playing some of the best basketball of his career. Seth Curry wasn't even shooting well the other night, and they still won their game handedly. So, yeah, I think Brooklyn, to me, listen, depth is important, but when I have stars on stars on stars, Ben Simmons is going to come back. I love every part of it. Ben Simmons.
You want Ben Simmons to come back? You don't think that's going to throw anything off?
We're getting a revenge tour. Kyrie versus the Celtics. He will slay their dreams. Ben Simmons somehow is going to come out, and all they're going to ask him to do is D up James Harden in Philadelphia, and then they're going to say, "Don't worry about shooting. Everybody else will take care of that." And then they're gonna cakewalk against the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals.
You know what I see happening? I see Tobias Harris hitting a 3 and Mike Breen going bang, bang in Game 5 to eliminate the Nets because they get one more possession and Ben Simmons takes one hop step, and instead of laying the ball up, he passes it out to fucking Bruce Brown, who bricks a 3 because that team has nobody else.
Think of the optics. NBA Finals, Suns facing franchise icon Steve Nash coaching the opposite team, and the mixed emotions
storylines out of here, Johnny.
Of the Valley will feel.
They're fun.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
No Clippers, though. They're dead. Clippers are dead.
I'm going to find those odds and bet on them also. But if you want to do that, head over to the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use that promo code PHNX when you sign up. And this week, with the playoffs coming up, you can bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game. Get $150 in free bets instantly, no matter what. So when Kyrie and the Nets get sent home, Johnny will still win $150, but he's already a DraftKings member. And that's okay if you're a DraftKings member because you can use same-game parlays. What was that face? That was terrifying. And to boost your odds up, I know myself and Sean in the other room, we've decided to bet on Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners every single game until he hits a home run. So we're starting that today and using the same game parlay feature. I would have advised against it. I'm just doing it so I can struggle with a young guy who's struggling in the MLB right now. But you can do whatever you want on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. There's so much stuff to do. And win some money. Brooklyn isn't going to the finals. LMAO. His name is the Oracle. So I'm trusting him. I'm with you, Oracle. Almighty Oracle.
This guy's never going to watch the show again now. We've scared him off.
Download it today. Use the promo code PHNX, but just $5 on any NBA team in the playoffs. Get $150 in free bets, win or lose. That's 21 plus. Arizona only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. Johnny, do you have a DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week? Because I made mine with the Suns.
I do. Can I have it be my prop? Because I love this prop.
So gross.
It's so good. Can I have my prop, Sean Boy? Let me see it. Andre Drummond, hell yeah, over 9.5 points. Give it to me, baby. Andre Drummond, listen, he was dead and buried. He's bounced around. Remember how good he was once upon a time for the Detroit Pistons? He has found his home with this dysfunctional Brooklyn Nets team where he is like their only competent big man. He's going to get his because he's got elite perimeter players. He will hit that maybe in the first half. Maybe tap in on that in the first half. See how efficient he was the other night, shooting over 60% from the field. Love Andre Drummond. That's God. I'm such a Brooklyn Nets homer this postseason, and you know how much I love the Celtics. I love Jason Tatum. They are going to slay their dreams. The Celtic fans are going to come after Kyrie. The Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant, will take care of business. I know Sean, when he was on the show earlier this week, I was anti-KD in the sense that had they lost some playing game, it would affect his legacy. They played such inspired basketball, Shano. I'm picking them to win the East. They were going to lose in the playing game. Now they're winning the Eastern Conference. Book it.
That's crazy. I don't want to be a hypocrite here. I have bet on Andre Drummond's points total before. He got close to it at halftime, and then he got an and one and missed a free throw, and then he missed 3 consecutive free throws after
fine.
that.
That's
and
fine.
he
We're
hit
not
it in the
worried
fourth quarter.
He doesn't even need to make his free throws. Would you say that he is borderline elite right now playing borderline?
No, I wouldn't even go close. I'd say he's borderline okay. That's where I'm going to go with that. But to be fair, hypocritical as always, we'll get into my props for today. I got a center as well. That should say 12.5, not 26.5. I'm not taking Clint Capella over 26.5. That would be insane. 12.5 points is his total. So I'm taking Clint Capella over 12.5 points. And then for my Toronto Raptors, I don't think they win this game, but as I told Leah, who's a Raptors fan, the only chance the Raptors have to beat the Sixers in the first round is if Pascal Siakam can give you 40 points a night. So I'm going with his over at 23.5. Capella's over tonight is 12.5. Just remember that it's not 26.5. Don't take alternate totals. I'm not that confident in him scoring more than 20, but I think he gets over 12. I did this in their first play-in game. I think he had 11 at halftime. It's a cakewalk for him. They use him a lot more than people think. PHNX Bets being the Andre Drummond Stan Club was not my bingo card for sure. It's not PHNX Bets. It's Johnny Venerable fan club. So yeah. But
Did you get Leah tickets to the Toronto playoff game while she's in Toronto?
What?
Did you get Leah tickets to watch the Raptors in the postseason?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't.
No, they were probably pretty pricey.
Oh,
they love their basketball in Toronto.
Mm-hmm. Spicy P is greater than Pandemic P. Spicy P is greater than everything. I'm one of the biggest Pascal Siakam. This is a Pascal Siakam fan club pushing Spicy P. All right. Well, we have some picks as well for the playoffs coming up. Johnny, what do you like most of
all? This weekend, I got 2 that I'm looking at. Nets +4. Hell yeah, give it to me. You can even sprinkle that money line. I've talked about it. Kyrie, stars on stars. The Celtics, to me, have a limited ceiling. They've overachieved like they always do in the regular season. They've been playing fine as of late. They actually had a really nice start to the month of April. I'm not buying it over the course of a 7-game series. I think this goes 6. I think Brooklyn wins, and I think they win this weekend. But if you're not feeling the money line, take the +4. You'll be happy that you did. And then I like the Bucks to absolutely stone cold steamroll the Chicago Bulls, who've been playing some of the worst basketball in the East since after the All-Star break. We've seen how fraudulent they are. I was wrong. I thought they were the real deal. They had an MVP candidate by midseason that didn't pan out. The Bucks, to me, they're a great team. They're a great organization. Giannis, they've turned it up in the second half for a reason. They're battle tested. I think they beat the Bulls by something like 15 to 17 points. I don't think that game is competitive. I feel really bad because my cousin Dylan, who was in the chat yesterday, is buying playoff tickets. He's a big Chicago Bulls fan. Dylan, don't waste your money, my man. I mean, if you go for the experience, that's fine. It's not going to be competitive, bro.
So you know how, like, when we make bad picks, we expose ourselves and give them out to the people and say, hey, we messed up. I don't know who this is, and I'm not going to find their Twitter at, but somebody commented 3 days ago under our tweet promoting the show and said, Hornets +3.5 is a stone cold lock tonight. They lost by 30. So
was it my cousin Dylan? He also said that.
Okay, maybe it was. It could have been. So regardless, betting isn't easy, guys.
No.
So it's okay, but betting is made easier when you come on the show and hang out with us. And I like these 3 games for the weekend very, very much. Big 76ers guy. We talked about it a little bit. I just don't think Spicy P in the squad is going to have enough. Something about high seeds at home in the first game of the playoffs, teams that have been ready to just play the playoffs for so long, like the Suns. I think they come out so hot. So I'm taking the Sixers minus 4.5, and I'm taking the Bucks first half minus 5.5. And that goes back to what I was saying. I think Giannis is just ready to play. He just wants to play in the playoffs. He wants to play meaningful basketball. And that first half, he's going to show it. I wouldn't be surprised if they're up by 15 at halftime. I'm staying away from the 10 points, but I know you like it. But I'm taking the first half at 5.5. And then the Utah Jazz, same thing. Really good regular season team. Always seem to fall apart in the playoffs. I'm counting game one as regular season for the Jazz still. And I don't think the Mavericks are great. I'm not buying Maverick stock. I'm not buying Lucas stock. That team's going to have to figure some stuff out next year if they get bounced again early. So I'm taking the Jazz minus 5 in that game against the Mavericks.
I almost took that, by the way. So we're on like the same page, ironically enough, except for you hate the Nets.
I don't hate the Nets.
What do they need to do for you to buy into them as a contender in the East? Do they need to stone cold stomp the Celtics? Is that what needs to happen? Or
if they sweep the Celtics, 100%. If Kyrie can keep giving them 30, and look, I'm not a guy that thinks Kyrie's just gonna fall asleep sometimes like he had in the regular season. This is playoff Kyrie. It's a different beast.
He also didn't play half the year. He just got to hang out.
This is Ramadan Kyrie most of all. I mean, he is so incredibly talented. We obviously know when he is playing the best basketball, he's a top 10, even maybe a top 5 guy.
Yeah.
The team is talented. Don't get me wrong. 2 of the best players in NBA history, in my opinion. I just need to see more consistency, and it can come. And if they sweep the Celtics, sure. I'm just not buying into it. I think the Bucks are a more superior team.
This looks like when LeBron and Kyrie used to manhandle the East when they felt like turning it on and would win series in 4 or 5 games en route to meeting the Warriors in the NBA Finals. It has that feeling right now where no one should be surprised if they're. I think it would be a gross disappointment if they're not at least in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. Well, those are our picks for the playoffs. We'll be back on Monday at noon, Monday through Friday at noon, as always, on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. Guys, it's been a pleasure, but make sure to keep tapped in right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. We've got a big day coming up. I know me and the Sun Devils crew will be out at a 420 festival downtown. So if you're in the area, come say hi, come say what's up. We're going live from, where is it again? What's it called? Who knows? We'll check our Twitter at PHNX_Sun Devils. We're going live from a smoke shop down there. It's going to be a very good time. So make sure to tune in there. Or if you're in the area, come hang out, come say hi. We're going to be filming some stuff. It's going to be a very good time. So keep your eyes out on social media for that. And then, Johnny, what you got going on?
Yep, PHNX Cardinals live at 4 p.m. today. Go and, hang out with the fellas, maybe partake a little bit, then come back and watch PHNX Cardinals live at 4 p.m. with myself, Bo Brock, and the great Frank Sanders. We're going to be talking about all things Kyler Murray as his contract. First of all, I'm glad today, by the way, on this show when we talk about odds, we didn't talk about what everybody else is talking about, odds of Kyler Murray's next team, because it literally makes me want to punch a hole in my wall. So I can promise you we're not going to talk about that. But we can talk about whatever you want to talk about today. PHNX Cardinals live, 4 p.m.
Love it. Follow me on Twitter at Shane D. Follow Johnny on Twitter at Johnny Venerable. Follow the show on Twitter at PHNX_bets. And we'll be back on Monday. Peace, love, and PRA.